Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. We've just kind of started to come out of lockdown in Melbourne. I'm going to be pretty busy, I think, over the next few weeks, and so I thought I'd smash out a video now. It is a little bit dark, but I was watching Marquita LV Luxuries YouTube channel, and she did this video called 6 Handbags I'd Never Buy Again, and I felt like a little bit inspired to do the same thing. So yeah, I'm going to be going through 6 bags that I don't think I would ever purchase again. Now I've had like probably, to be honest guys, like I've sold maybe 50 handbags in my whole life. I know that's a lot, but I have really gone through a lot of handbags in maybe the last 5 or so years. Mainly pre-loved, to be honest, and things from the boutique. And there are some bags that I've sold that I'm not necessarily never gonna buy again because I thought they were pretty good bags. But there are a few that I think I actually wouldn't buy again because they just didn't work out for me. This bag I want to mention is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse in the Monogram, or the reverse monogram. Now it's not that I don't love the look of these, because I actually think they look like very nice bags. First time I had it was in the reverse monogram, which I actually, now looking back, I think I prefer because it has no vachetta, and I ended up selling that at a time where it was still quite hard to get, so I think I pretty much just got my whole money back on that. I always had this concern with the cracking canvas and the lacquering on the side, and I'd heard a lot of horror stories about that wearing quite badly, so that's why I let that go, because I was a bit worried about that aspect of it. And then I bought it back again. Yeah, I've owned it twice. I bought it back in Monogram, and I actually think the Monogram was a little bit easier to style comparing to the reverse Monogram. But I still had that little bit of doubt about the cracking canvas at the side, and the style of it, it's a little bit more, I think, of a everyday casual bag, and I just felt that it was not really my style. I used to tie a twilly on it, which would make it a little bit more personalized, but I don't know, something about the size of it and the proportion, it didn't like blow me away as other bags I have. I don't know, and I found that the clasp was a little bit annoying to close as well. Other than that, mainly the issues that the Pochette Matisse has in the canvas kind of deter me from adding it back into my collection. I personally didn't have any issues because they were only in my collection for a very short amount of time, but I do think if I was gonna re-buy this bag, I'd probably get it in one of the really nice leather variations, like that new metallic navy is really pretty, but it's not a bag that is super on my radar, so I have a feeling I would probably never buy it again just because I bought it twice and it would kind of be silly to add it back again, I think. Prana Crystal Bag. Now, I had this for a very short amount of time. I was very kind of drawn to it when I first saw it on Instagram, and then after seeing a lot of people unbox it, it kind of, I guess, influenced me a little bit as well, and I kind of hesitated from buying it for quite some time, and it's been out for, you know, a substantial amount of time now. You know, just a few months ago, I managed to purchase it on the website. I think it was actually at the start of this lockdown. So yeah, just a few months ago, I was feeling a bit upset, a bit uneasy about the lockdown, and I think that's what made me probably comfort buy this bag. And I just think that actually it's not really my style. I find that sometimes metallic and really glitzy bags don't really work for my wardrobe. I tend to dress a little bit more, I don't know, either I like dressing a little bit French chic, or sometimes rock and roll. Don't know if that makes sense, but I felt like the diamantes kind of clashed with a lot of things that I wore in my wardrobe. It just didn't go with the style that I wanted. I think it would actually, now thinking about it, look really cool with like band t-shirts and maybe more like ripped jeans, or worn just with a tracksuit or something. But it wasn't a style that I just, like, I honestly tried to reach for it, but every time I tried to wear it, I just felt like a different bag went better with my outfit. And the fact that it's satin and crystals, it's not really an everyday bag, and I just didn't love it enough to keep it, and I decided to sell it. And I made a little bit of a loss, but not too bad because it's still a kind of a hyped bag. So I don't regret selling it, because I know probably if I wait another year or two, the value might dive. So sometimes when I'm a bit unsure about a bag, I kind of am quick to sell it, and it just wasn't really going with anything that I wore. And also, guys, I actually wear a lot of knitwear and stuff, and like even nice, like expensive jackets sometimes, and I was kind of worried that the crystals would chafe on some of my my clothes, and I didn't really like the idea of that. So yeah, I don't know. It's a very special bag, and it's very pretty. I mean, the magpies outside were always staring at it, but yeah, it just didn't work out for me. So I don't think I would buy that again. I'm not sure if I would ever buy a Prada bag again. I mean, I might, but I'm pretty happy with the bags I have, and I think if I was going to buy another bag, it would probably be Louis Vuitton or Chanel, because I'm just a little bit more into those brands at the moment, or even Loewe actually. I would actually really like a puzzle, I think. The Nano Speedy. Now, I do like the Speedy HL, although I have owned the Speedy HL in multicolor a few times. I've had it in the white multicolor and the black multicolor. And to be honest, guys, the Speedy HL I actually think is a little bit cuter than the Nano Speedy because of its proportions. But I probably wouldn't buy the Speedy HL. I don't know. I probably wouldn't buy it again either now thinking about it, because it wasn't super easy to fit things into. If you have like a plus phone, it's gonna be a bit hard to squish that into the Speedy HL, which is kind of like an older version of the Nano Speedy, and I felt like I didn't reach for my multicolor ones that often, because it was kind of playing a game of Tetris to fit my phone in there and my card holder and my lip gloss, and they did kind of fit, but it was a bit of a struggle. I like when a bag is a little bit inconvenient to use, I'll probably just grab another small bag. So for the Speedy HL, I would say it's really cute, so never say never, but that's the reason why I didn't really use that. And the Nano Speedy, actually, it fits phones a lot easier, but I wouldn't buy that one again because I feel like the strap on it is just really kind of an afterthought, and it's really just a strip of leather. And I think if they did the Nano Speedy without that leather strap, it would look a lot nicer. I just think that the details on the Nano Speedy look a little bit half done, and if it had some sort of adjustable function on the strap, or just a little bit more attention to detail on that bag, it might be better. But for me, when I had it, I felt quite underwhelmed by it, and the fact that the strap kind of didn't fall that nice on it, and I think it would have been cuter just without the strap like the Speedy HL. I don't think I would ever buy the Nano Speedy again, and to be honest, the Speedy HL was also probably a little bit too small for me too, although it was, I think, really cute. So I probably wouldn't buy either of those again because they just weren't. The Nano Speedy was cool, but I didn't like the strap, so I wouldn't buy it again. And Speedy HL, it's a unicorn bag, really pretty. I don't think I would buy a Neo, and I really don't carry very much. I think if I was gonna, you know, in the future carry a lot more with me, I'd probably go for some sort of open tote or a Neverfull. I just think the Neo, the shape of it is not my favorite. I don't think it really suited my frame that well, and especially in the Escale print, it wasn't a very versatile piece in my wardrobe. To me, the style is very everyday, and I probably would have thought about keeping it if it was just a plain monogram because it's a little bit more casual. But I have heard that the Neo, it does tend to not wear as well either, and even some of the lacquering on the top is sometimes a little bit iffy. So I don't think it's a bag I would get again. I don't know, it's just like not a bag that it's not a bag shape. Even a lot of bucket bags, they're kind of like not my favorite style. I do have a Gabrielle backpack, which I really like. I feel like that has a little bit more details on it, but sometimes, I don't know. I just don't think the Neo Noe is something I would buy myself again. I actually think maybe the mini versions are cuter, but I just probably would prefer to buy a different bag myself. Yeah. And then finally, guys, I don't think I would ever buy the Louis Vuitton bum bag again. Now, I was actually contemplating adding this back into my collection, but now looking back, photos of me wearing it, I think it's a little bit too big for me. So it's the Louis Vuitton Monogram canvas one. Definitely as a waist bag, it did not work for me. It was just too massive. As a crossbody bag, it was cool and kind of edgy. But I don't think I would get it again because I think it was just a little bit too large. Maybe if they made the Monogram in like a mini size, like a bum bag mini, I would be down for that. But since I already have my multi-pochette, it's kind of a similar vibe, so I don't know if I would go for the bum bag again. I actually think the multi-pochette is a little bit more versatile and has a similar look to the bum bag. I like the fact that you can take it apart and wear it in multiple ways. In the bum bag, you can kind of just wear it like that or on your waist, and it looked cool as a little shoulder bag as well, but I don't think it's a bag I would buy again. It was fun. I enjoyed wearing it at the time, but I think it was a little bit large for me, and it was just like this big chunk of bag on the front of my body. And as I said, I liked it at the time, but now looking back, I'm thinking I don't know if I would buy it again. So yeah. Anyway, guys, what did you think of my opinions on these bags? Do you agree, or they're bags that you have bought that you don't think you'll ever buy again? I'd love to know, and thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!